Team Secret.
All right. Well, I do believe that that's the end of our analysis. And now we've got a real treat for you. Team Liquid, Team Secret. First game upcoming, casted by none other than Odie Pixel and Fogged. Please take it away, guys.
Thank you very much, Carl. And looking forward to this one. Secret versus Liquid and Fogged. I mean, we've heard what the panel has had to say about the draft. They're sort of split on it, Liquid and Secret. Where are you sort of leading with these heroes?
I mean, I look at Liquids and it looks like a very standard Liquid draft, right? They've got their, like, people playing their traditional heroes. We've got the Boxy Slardar. We've got Koikfa on his Lone Druid. We've got Mickey on his Bristle and Sanya Coddle. Very signature-based heroes. I would say, I mean, there's still some signature ones from Secret, but Secret's got more of a different kind of draft. It's a very single target, not a lot of team fight. Kind of limited wave clear, I guess we could say. It's like Troll and Ember. 3 of these heroes don't kill creeps very nicely, right? Bane, Witch Doctor, and Bounty Hunter. So what I look at Secret is it's just going to be like this crazy brawl, just trying to bring it to Liquid before they can get a timing together where they can start pushing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, looking at these drafts from our perspective, I feel like Liquid's got a terrifying draft. You know,
Yeah.
these 5 heroes, they're going to come running at you sort of the 20-minute phase. Our Secret going to have the items to deal with it. I'm seeing sort of these heroes being controlled up. You know, this Ember, the Troll, these 2 cores. They've got solid answers for it, Liquid. So I'm very interested to see what Secret's going to be able to pull out the bag this game. And if anything, you've got to imagine this is something that Puppy's done before. He goes against these teams. He kind of lets them have their bread and butter. And then he says, all right, you know, he likes to set the difficulty to insane. And I feel like he kind of has done this game, letting Liquid get the heroes they have. So we'll see what Secret's able to do in terms of playing into what seems to be kind of a dream Liquid draft.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think like maybe the one thing I'm looking at is like the Ember could have this styly kind of game if he's able to get online, because I look and the disables are pretty limited, right? That's the one thing that Liquid is really lacking. The ones that are there are pretty telltale. It's like it's harder when he gets the Blink Dagger is a good one, but the rest of them should be, Nisha should be able to play around them.
I mean, I don't know. I'm still, for me, you look at this Lone Druid, and
it's
this
still
hero
terrifying,
is
absolutely.
ridiculous. Yeah, you get sort of what the Mask of Madness, the Basher on the Bear, and between the Bashers and the Roots, I feel like you don't need any other stuns. You know, once this bear's on you, you are kind of done and dusted. And the fact that they have so many ways to amp up that sort of play with obviously the Slardar ult and the Nasal Goo, like if Liquid don't get rolled over in the laning stage, their lineup's going to be just horrendous to fight against.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Definitely. Like, I think it's really, if Secret does bad in these lanes, this game could end very quickly. But we'll see how they end up with them, as they do have strong supports, right? The Bane and the Witch Doctor are 2 heroes that are very strong supports currently in the meta. Witch Doctor actually got a pretty cool buff, in my opinion. I think the cask mana cost is sick. You have like 5 casks or more inside the laning phase. You have a lot more freedom.
That's true. Yeah, it's incredibly low mana cost on that nowadays. And yeah, just overall sort of look at the lane setup for those of you just joining us. We've got Matu on its Troll going against Koikfa, and Nisha will be playing down here on the side lane against Mickey and Insania, this sort of signature Bristle Coddle lane that Liquid were able to get in their first 2 picks of the draft. Top lane, a bit of an aggression towards Yapsop, but the cask will stop Boxy from being able to follow up Tiger's advances onto the Witch Doctor.
This was a bit of mind games by Liquid, though, the way that they set their lanes up. I do believe that Secret had expected the Bristle back up top, because that's usually how Liquid does run it. They run the Coddle plus the Bristle in the safe lane. So I do think that caught them off guard, because looking at their item choices, there's no stick on that bottom lane, and they both do have sticks up top. So.
Oh yeah, without doubt then. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's definitely one way that Liquid's been able to outmaneuver Secret in terms of the lane setups. See how the CS will go on. I mean, this top lane, I feel like, you know, Zai, he's able to farm. You know, sure, the Slardar Tusk lane, it is strong. Stocks are backing you up. That kind of makes it that little bit hard for Liquid to really get a go on him. I mean,
yeah, and Bounty has a crazy amount of armor. You see right there, he's at 9 armor. Like, he gets gone on, it's whatever. If Witch Doctor gets on it, he can die, but he has ways to play around it with the cask for double melee.
Seeing how we're going on the mid lane at the moment. Do have Koikfa having a little bit of a lead here, 9 for 2 against the 7 for 2. Very, very close though, nonetheless. I mean, both, you know, it kind of works both ways. You know, if you're applying the mischance, chances are that the hero is going to be outside of the range, and the other way around, if you're trying to make a go onto Matu, he's going to be able to make sure that you're not hitting him every hit and getting the chance of chain rooting him down.
Yeah, I feel like Matu should be a pretty even lane. Maybe Koikfa pulling ahead a tiny bit, but Matu has ways to play around it, always securing range creeps a little bit better with those axes. Should be fairly even down in that mid lane. Bottom, I'm curious how this one's going to end up. What I'm seeing Puppy do right now is pretty much take no experience, as we've seen a lot of these supports do. But he's like pretty much just level 1. Nisha's near level 4. So I guess they're going to try to make an aggressive play with that high level Ember.
I mean, and that's perfect, right? You know, this Ember is a hero that traditionally does, you know, obviously we do see a lot of side lane, safe lane Ember, but it is a hero that is so strong if you are able to make sure that he gets, you know, that boosted experience at the start of the game. Down bottom, an attempt on Tanisha, but Puppy's got the Nightmare. Will be able to hold back Mickey and Insania from chasing for that.
It's a scary lane for like the back line, right? For Insania. If he gets got on, he's very easily to die. Same thing for Puppy if he does get find out by a couple goose stacks. Frontline heroes, I think, have ways to play that. Like Nisha can always just like chain. He's gotten 2 points in chain, so he can actually disengage if he does get goose stack.
And in terms of how static these lanes are going to be, I think we're going to see them sort of stay like this, right? There's not really any supports that you can expect to see an early movement from.
No, maybe around the 4 minutes.
Because, you know, everybody's farming.
I feel like Secret probably wants to make an aggressive move first, because the one thing you have to expect is exactly what Insania is doing. You're playing against the Coddle Bristle. This Coddle's going to back up and stack. That's probably why they even put the lane down bottom instead of top, being able to have that access point. You see Insania every time he backs up, illuminates. They have a triple ancient stack already prepared for Bristle. So I feel like Secret might want to make some type of move, at least to identify, or something to at least make aggression. As Nisa bottom does a decent amount of damage to Mickey.
Yeah, I mean, with his 3 points and slight, he's, you know, certainly starting to hurt. Bristle is tanky maybe down the line early on. He's only got the 5 armor in the line. Top lanes, I and Tiger sort of duking it out between the two of them. Tiger will be the one to come out on top of it as they get that kill. Boxy looking for the body blocks onto Yap, so he's got the setup for another bash. These blocks should set up for the second, and it will be there. Boxy getting the double kill. I mean, as the panel said, you know, this is Boxy on his Slardar, pretty much the hero that he was playing before anyone else was starting to touch it. You know, he has been on Slardar for years upon years, and yeah, he's having a brilliant start to it. And surprisingly, it was a hero that Liquid got pretty late on in the draft.
Yeah, and also they have a Slardar versus not only just a bounty hunter, who is obviously going to be amazing with Corrosive Haze. I look at these Secret heroes and they're paper. Corrosive Haze on these heroes, like Bounty Hunter and Troll, sure, they can be a little bit tanky, but the other three, they've got like no armor to work with.
Bit of an attempt towards Boxy. Oh no, they won't be able to find him. Boxy going for... That's not the standard, is it? The old phase boot Slardar? Are we seeing other people do this nowadays?
Interesting.
I mean, it gives him a lot of armor. Right? Super tanky. It's obviously giving you straight up damage that's going to be amped up massively. I like sort of the theory here. I'm a big phase boot fan. You know, it's fun to spam. You run people down. And you know, if there's anyone, you know, anyone who's got a Slardar build to get behind, it's going to be Boxy. So we're going to see some speedy Slardar in action this game.
Yeah, it's cool. I think the armor, I mean, I guess in the lane, the armor is quite nice versus Zai, and just allows them, because you don't want to be spamming sprint as much as you used to be in the past. I'm not sure. Right? Something random out there, but... And
it's, I mean, it could be sort of the assumption as well. They see Nisha obviously going with this max slight build. They may be expecting him to go for like some Deso build up. So it's just having that extra armor over just the HP you get from the attributes from Treads could certainly favor Boxy this game.
Yeah. Hey, he's the Slardar. You know, he is the Slardar, right? He's like the only guy who's like been playing it for a very long time. So.
Oh. And bottom lane, Nisha and Puppy. They will be able to catch out Insania. He's trying to move it on to the bear. Oh, he's not going to be able to find it with the nuke. As Koikfa's able to keep it on the high ground, keep it at safety.
Oh, that would have won him the lane. If he got that bear kill, lane 1 from that point on. That was close.
Yeah, both mid laners holding themselves up very nicely. 37 for 7, 34 for 8 on the mid. Tiger with the shards. Able to stop Zanyap, so being able to chase him down. I guess the wonder is, you know, obviously Boxy with the phase boost. So I'm kind of wondering, does he still go for a blink? Or is this going to be a different sort of build?
I mean, Blink's just too good this game, right? The backlines are so squishy. They're so frail on Bane and Witch Doctor. These two heroes, if you get collapsed upon, you're just gonna feed. They already have good heroes to train, right? With Bristle and Slardar. So I mean, maybe he does opt for something different, but I think he's too good to have that initiation tool because he's their initiator. So.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
Oh, still. Top lane, I feel it. This is the one we've got to watch. Tiger's back in again.
Static lanes completely.
See if they can go in on Zai or Yapzor. Tiger's looking for the opening. Yapzor does now start to stray away a little bit.
Looking at this warding game right now by Insania, he's got everything kind of covered. We do see that Secret, they have one ward at least watching, but yeah, the stacks, and he's got the bases covered to watch if any movements are going to start setting up and coming over here. But Puppy has a ward watching. He did get one down.
He did. And he didn't get the Ancients again, unfortunately, that time. They weren't quite able to be pulled outside of it, but already, of course, a very juicy Ancient stack for the takings.
Had he put the sentry down in time to block it?
Oh, you're probably right. Yes,
I think he blocked it. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, absolutely did. You're right. He did. It was the sentry that blocked it from being pulled. Not a bad pull. I mean, my bad, Insania. Insania had it right. It was just indeed sorted out by Puppy. Also seeing down bottom, Mickey and Nisha going toe-to-toe with it all. But Mickey's got to be a little careful. Puppy's trying to come in with a brain sap onto one of the two of them, but they keep their distance.
Action on both side lanes there for a moment. Nisha's level 8. Look at the levels on the two others of the Liquid. Like level 4 and level 5 on the Bristle and the Coddle. Puppy only level 3. Him sacrificing all these levels is actually making Nisha a monster.
I mean, absolutely. The sort of resource management, the XP management down bottom from Secret has been perfect. And it's going to allow Nisha to feel very, very strong. Top lane, leading onto Yapzor. They'll burst him down. Now they can turn over towards Zai. Zai is in a whole lot of trouble with the corrosive haze on him. He's taking far too much damage. As again, Liquid able to clean up both heroes on this top lane. See if either of them pop down to the Maledict. They won't. They will be fine, as they'll be able to walk themselves back to base and back to safety. Seeing over towards the mid, Matu. His farm will still continue. Checking out the net worth right now. He's still pretty close. Mickey is falling behind a little bit. This bottom lane, with the way that Nisha has been able to play with that level advantage, has made it a little too tough for the Bristle to stick around. But of course, he has got these Ancients. If Liquid are able to clean these up,
you can't farm these.
Secret's going to contest any sort of attempt to clear these by Liquid.
And Nisha's so high level. Like, there's a level 9 Ember versus a level 6 Bristle.
3 levels on Mickey. Boxy is coming across to try and help out. Mickey does need it. He's already been brought down to half his HP. They'll try and run down Puppy in the river. Same time over towards mid. Matu moving in onto Insania will be able to take him out with the whirling axes down bottom. Boxy is able to chase and finish off Puppy.
Boxy has to play this like this bodyguard right now. These Ancients need to be saved for the Bristleback. He needs those levels to boost him forward. Because yeah, the two cores right now on Secret, the two main ones, both level 9, almost level 10. Koikfa is keeping up, but yeah, their experience in general is just way too high right now. Nisha getting pressured.
Won't quite be able to find him with the crush. A little too speedy on the Ember Spirit. As we'll see up top, in terms of Zai's farm, he's got his phase, his windlace, he's a speedy little bounty, something that's very important to help him run away from Boxy anytime Slardar comes hunting. Now, which he may do so once again here as Boxy is heading up top. Tiger is about to hit 6 as well, so they're going to have a fantastic amount of physical burst. That combo
they want to go.
Punch. See if they can grab in. The charge will miss, but the snowball, it won't. Straight in onto Zai, punched up, won't be enough to kill him straight away. Top of him, a TP's coming from Nisha, and they cannot finish off Zai. He's already starting to salve up, and with the backup of Nisha, Secret will be able to turn and take down Tiger.
This gives them time though, Mick, now they're able to pull aggression toward top. Mick is able to at least finish those Ancients off out of all that. We see tons of sentries bought off by Insania too, making sure he can protect those stacks. He knows how important that right side of the map is for the Bristle. And yeah, Secret will be able to pressure this tower nicely. Nisha almost with he's getting close to his Vessel, finished up about 1,000 off from that one.
Yes,
Matu has very good timing for himself too, top net worth. Very even so far.
Yeah, excellent start to this game from both teams. I'd say the sort of the biggest disparity being between the position ones. You know, Mikhail should fall behind. Puppy does get caught here. And Boxy is going to try and get the vision out onto more. Quick trap, use the corrosive haze onto Zai. Insane is also around, does have the 6, so they have got that set up with the Will-O-Wisp if they want to try and fight this up top. But they won't put a stop to Secret taking the tier 1. They'll get the tower. More money into the bank of Nisha.
Still at the moment of them just trying to like straight up brawl of Liquid playing versus Secret. I think it's still a little scary for Liquid because Lone Druid, he's not going to contribute that crazy amount just yet. He's still building his way toward that beast mode. So I think
they might be able to do something.
Yapzor
does have the death ward. See if they've got enough damage. Koifa's going to be able to pop his ult, and with that, they're a little slow on going for more. They respect how tanky this lone druid is. They don't really want to throw or waste any ultimates upon him. Now the bear turns strictly onto this witch doctor, takes Yapzor out in a matter of seconds, and Liquid, they've turned up full force now. Secret have got to be careful. And looks like Liquid, after that sort of bit of aggression, they will back off to their respective lanes. Koi for going back to mid, getting some push on the tier 1 tower here as well.
Yep.
And he's getting closer and closer towards the desk. So just a Mithril Hammer away from the Desolator on the bear.
Is Ice starting to at least poke him?
And all this time, though, you do have to look at Matu. You know, Matu's had sort of that whole free area around mid, between the lane and the neutral creeps. And he's top net worth. You know, this Chol is going to be very, very scary. And they do have a lineup that can kill off the bear. That is the thing. If this bear's sort of out of place, Secret can turn and beat him down.
Yeah, I mean, Matu's going to be a big one that they have to rally around because he's going to be that. I mean, he's kind of going to be their tanky front line in a way, which is a little weird as a troll warlord. But at this rate, he will be because he's trying to build toward those items like a drum, but he's still not going to be nearly as tanky as this troll because of this straight level disparity.
Oh, I'm just looking at his staying. I've seen some insane level of stacking. It seems like every minute he is triple stacking, you know, getting 3 camps at a time as this call. And this is just doing so much work for Mickey, giving him so much farm XP, allowing him to really get his game back in gear. After a bit of a slow start on that bottom lane, it's pretty much all been recovered. And do manage to get poor old puppy. You know, the supports, as you said off the back of the draft, these are supports on Secret that if collapsed upon, they just die instantly to Liquid's lineup.
Absolutely. But yeah, this has been a long time that Liquid's actually been doing this, in particular in Sania. I think, honestly, it's not only just a Han element, but it was a big thing in Han about like the whole stacking, but this team has always been so adamant about it. Like at TI, I remember it was like the games when they'd be down and then we look and you're like, oh my God, they have like 5x stacks everywhere in the jungle. They're always making sure that they can keep themselves up, at least in the economy. Because again, if your lanes go poorly, you need to have a backup plan. That's exactly what this always entails.
And it's kept the game as close as it is. You know, 9-4, only a 1k gold difference in it, going the way of Secret right now.
And that's literally because of the stacks, like you're saying, yeah. I mean, sure, 9-4, but even 9-4, they would be at an even bigger gold disparity if they hadn't gotten those. Boxy's still pretty far from, I mean, about 1,000 gold from a Blink Dagger, so still hard for them to make these type of aggressive plays without just Taiga and him leading the way. Unless they're just straight up setting up on a tower.
Yeah, I like
Secret owner looking strong.
The choice of just getting that casual gloves of haste, you know, particularly because he didn't go for the dreads, he went for the phase.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's still able to get that very cost-effective benefit.
A bit. Got that, you know, 50 extra gold bomb.
Today, wasn't it? Oh, and
it was 15. I got a gold increase. Yeah, I got increased in price because it was too overpowered.
Very nice little item, Zai. This river proving to be a dangerous spot for Secret. Anybody that comes into this area seems to immediately get snowballed upon.
And Boxy got the kill, which is big. But now Boxy.
He loses Boxy in return. He's come out a little too far on his own up top. And with that Deathwater Maledict, that'll do it. Boxy is cut out of the game. As Yapzor and Nisha strike from the trees.
Yapzor gets the kill. Nisha would have probably wanted that little bit of that gold bounty, but it's okay. Yapzor, I mean, yeah, the medallion already finished up. That's a very good item pickup this game. As we mentioned, they're quite fragile this game on the side of Secret, so that'll help a lot versus the Corrosive Haze.
We'll see Insane up top.
Yeah.
He may pay for pushing out these waves.
Track money.
Nice little cash bonus for Secret. Of course, these sort of pickoffs for them on the support's worth that much more than killing their own because of that bounty hunter. Mid lane, Puppy is going to be trapped.
Already got the ghost
gun. That's pretty early considering, you know, this was a Bane that was not even taking any XP down bottom. But Puppy able to put a stop to this. In fact, going to turn with the grip onto the bear, making sure that Matu's got the space to commit onto Tiger without any interruption from any sort of fear or root. So a heads-up play there from Puppy.
And now they want more.
Matu a free kill. And this cast setup, it couldn't be any better. Quoifa, he's been maledicted. He's going to be slowed down by Matu's action. They move forward. The Will-O-Wisp is down, but Quoifa, he's ticking down low. Nisha's going to be... And he's going to be able to clean up. They get track out onto the call as well. It's 3 dead on Liquid. A track out now onto Mickey. And there's no help for him. Death Ward's down from Yapzor. Secret just run down mid and kill all 4.
How was that? 3 tracks? two. Okay,
That
at
was
least
at
three
least,
tracks, I
yeah,
believe.
at least
Yeah,
seven,
and now
so-
they can go straight to Roche off of that.
Yeah, that was
There's going to be no time for them to react on the side of Liquid. That was a blunder of events coming out. Them diving forward for a Bane kill, not seeing that he had a Ghost Scepter, and they turn it around and get forward.
Yeah, very painful set of events there for Liquid. I mean, they're trying to come over towards the pit. I don't know if they're going to be able to put a stop to this. Roshan's falling pretty quick. Tiger's going to throw out shots, but Puppey's already able to start playing with him, holding him back with a Nightmare, allowing Nisha and Matu to finish off Roshan, and now Nisha, he has that Aegis ready to play with as well, and Matu's farm continues to tower upon anyone else in this game, hitting 10k net worth here at 18 minutes in. He's got Yasha,
And Boxy.
Basha, and Mithril Hammer. He is absolutely huge. And Boxy, what was he doing?
He was trying to kill Zai. He thought he'd get him with one attack, and he ended up living actually because of the bonus armor, and then gets surrounded.
They're crumbling a little bit, Liquid. They're able to hold their composure so well through the laning stage. They have this sort of dream lineup, but now Secret, they're coming in with the outplay. And as I say, I keep talking about Matu because the way he farms on his troll, you slip up a few times against this man, he's going to be farming at a pace that nobody else in the game can keep up with. And you are literally seeing that in the numbers. He is that far ahead in a game that you've got to remember for the first 10 minutes or so, it was pretty even. You know, there was no sort of big differences, but this early mid-game portion has just allowed Matu to spiral out of control.
Yeah, I mean, just look, 15 and 13 on those two cores. The rest of the levels on Secret are like 10, 9, and 8. They're just farming like beasts and making sure they show up at the right time to clean up. Is now Secret forcing a reaction from Liquid. Yeah, sorry.
Thinking, yeah. He is trapped in by the shards. Jumping from Nisha though. Nisha wants to fight. He's going to let's come in on box in the back.
Get the cask off.
Moving in. The track, the cask is just ruining them. It bounces perfectly between the two of them. Mickey is going to be the focus. Tiger and Boxy have already fallen. Now they can look to try and chase. Nisha able to hit the slight change. Matu's on top of him with the ult. Pounding down onto the bristleback. 3 dead. The tracks are out for more. Insania will fall. Secret are just rolling over Liquid now. After what was a close start, everything has got drastically out of control for Liquid in the last 2 team fights.
They just kicked up the pace. Way too hard. Poppy with a clutch Nightmare onto Yapsor there. Allows him to get the time just to get the cask off. Enough bounces on these. I mean, it is like this kind of triple quad melee core from Liquid. The cask is doing quite a lot, and they're able to set up and turn around. And now they've got a whole nother set of items finished up, more levels too. And Matamba Man, who already was such a beast, now finishing up. Yeah. Is that a full BK? It's a BKB on top now too.
I mean, the items could not come any faster for Matu. And of course, one of the reasons why he's had so much space, I mean, it really is the rest of his team, and in particular, Nisha, the way they set up his lane down bottom and how he's been able to play. I mean, he's 4-0-10. He's been involved in 14 of the 15 kills that Secret's found this game. His movements on the Ember have been incredibly hard for Liquid to keep up with. I mean, yeah, you sort of wondered at the start if they would have the ways to trap him, and it really seems like they haven't. They just cannot get on top of Nisha. His positioning, every single engagement, it's been nothing less than perfect.
Mid lane, Taiga will get brought down, and I think it's a big element to what Puppey did, right? Puppey just completely gave himself no experience, gave Nisha everything, and look what Nisha's able to do with it.
And he's just running down to this Bristol right now. Mickey is already down to half HP. The Spirit Wrestle bringing him down, and Insania will knock him back. Zanai's able to get the tracks out. You know, Secret's going to want to dive this. The Whistle for the Whisper is down, but it does not matter. Matu moving in with a 21 minutes in, gets the double. The Death Ward is tearing through Boxy. This is going to be a 3rd team fight that has been nothing less than a disaster for Liquid. Secret just styling on them with the maneuvers, with the plays right now. And Liquid, I don't know how they can get their composure back after this. They are being shaken up big time. How on earth do they get this game back under control? It's now a 12k lead. It's 20-12 on the kills. Secret are taking objectives, and Liquid, they're just all over the place.
Yeah, and they don't have, like we mentioned, the control for Nisha's not really there. And now with like the amount of now what they've actually gained up too. These we mentioned how like the supports are fragile, but the troll and the Ember have gotten to the point where they're pretty tanky. They can actually stand and just charge in the front line. Sure, they lose Eye, so no track kills gained for Secret, but he's the only one who dies, and he's the front line. Look, he's built down 34 armor. He actually drops his drum and his Vlads to hide the aura to get the track onto Koikva there. A little bit of a cute play. But yeah, firm control now by Secret with this style that they like to play. Just pretty different, right? Very single target kind of oriented, but they made it work with the way that they're making it work with the way that they focused on certain heroes, you know, making this Ember and this Troll like gods.
And it feels like as well, for as good of a start Boxy and Tiger had up top, You know, Boxy's not really been able to do anything with the blink right. In the mid, we see the attempts onto the bear. They will be able to push the back with the fear, but the cask is now out. Secret focusing down the bear, and they have no problem taking it out. The bear will fall. Quakefer, by the looks of it, about a resummon for 30 seconds. Insania will be able to speed that up a little bit with the Chakra Magic, but still, it's got to feel pretty disheartening when you see your bear go down that quickly in front of you. As that is, you know, he's kind of the powerhouse they need to defend, but he's not much of a powerhouse at all right now with the way the Secret are taking him down. Mickey, Death Ward and Malady is going to be bringing him down low with that Sleight of Fist as well. Mickey's got to run. Boxy tries to come in to help him out. Boxy will fall. Tiger able to stop them with his shards, but the jump ball with the Remnant. Nisha tries to get the last shot to Mickey, won't find him. Mickey will manage to get back to the base.
Nisha?
Maybe this is the chance for Liquid to turn. Nisha being rooted, caught in place by the ultimate from Insania. A dive too far there. You could see it. You know, he really wanted to try for Mickey. If he was able to get that Sleight of Fist hit, he would have found the kill, but he didn't quite have the reach. And maybe this is what Liquid need to get a chance to strike back for more. Doesn't look like they can catch anyone else. The rest of Secret will retreat. But, I mean, you can feel it. You know, Nisha, he's feeling himself. He's now 5-1 and 14. He was having a great game. Just a little too confident there, diving in past tier 3s and past the racks for that kill.
Yeah, I think maybe it's like, oh, A just expired 20 seconds ago. Wait, what? Oops. I'm going for kills here, drawing to the back line, but unable to finish that one off. And they lose, you know, they lose Ember, but I think either way, they can just back up and they can look to reset. Look for these constant fights. Liquid have to try to push out their lanes, desperately stay together, because they're still a little bit afraid, because Zai's going to start moving, and Matumba Man's still an absolute beast. As Boxy looks to be the target, they know he's isolated. Can they find him, though? Puppy being sneaky. Look at Puppy's positioning.
What's he looking for here? Sort of like a Slardar blinking down the tree line.
I think so. I'm putting a ward in base, because he's got the 4 sentries and 2 obs. Now his Fiend Script's up.
I mean, if they're able to push the tower, and if any sort of defense does come TPing in, he will be able to catch them by surprise. But I would be very, very surprised if Liquid do try and defend this tier 2. I'd imagine they are just going to let this go. This is not a great place for the map to fight around. They're just trying to take what they can from Secret's half of it, moving into their jungle, trying to get Quakefer towards his next time after the Mask of Madness Deso will be the MKB to make sure that the Whirling Axes don't the potential of this. I mean, we are seeing, you know, even if this bear is able to hit, Secret do kill it pretty quickly. It's not that easy of a game for the bear to just go in and stay on a hero. There's a lot of tools from Secret to deal with that sort of play.
And there's not a lot of ways for them to really like just stop Puppy doing what he just did last time. If he just Fiend Scripts it, they have to actually commit pretty hard to stop him, right? Either the Tusk has to do something to commit, or Slardar, or a Will-O-Wisp. That's kind of their options if the bear is the one that's grabbed, because otherwise the bear can't, you know, gear them off of it as Boxy.
So another death outside of the base. His performance has definitely taken a harsh fall off after the laning stage this game. He's just not been able to make any sort of play, been able to do anything. Insania up top. It's another freebie for Nisha. Going into the Ags after the Deso, making sure he's got this excellent split of physical and magical damage output. That's mid lane.
Tiger. Bottom also.
To get the root on Matsu. Indeed, as you say, down bottom they are losing their Tusk. Losing their Tusk whilst at the same time having the mid lane pushed in against them as well as the top. Nisha's able to bring that creep wave round.
Jeez. Full Solar Crest on Yapstar as well as that Ghost Scepter. And I mean, we didn't really mention too much, but these Ghost Scepters, of course, amazing versus Corrosive Phase, but looking at Liquid's lineup, there's no magic damage. Literally 0. It's Illuminate. And then, yeah, Snowball and Shards, I guess, but that's not really like, you know, your usual magic damage you're looking at.
It's not killing anyone. Yeah.
They pop Ghost Scepter, they're living. Make it top.
Gotta be, he's being looked at. Fine Nisha. A little hard for the rest of them to make a connection to him, though. They do at the outpost, but with that Lotus Orb, at least he's got ways to remove the chains, ways to run back to the rest of his. It's like looking to be a bit of a bait. They're going the smoke up to connect.
He knows. He sees the Spirit Vessel degen on himself. He's probably like, "Hey guys, there's someone there's an Ember in the trees here sitting near me." Like,
well, that is very true. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely calling for that.
Nisha's out. You know, he goes for a quick poke and he escapes. Maybe it was sort of the the 4-headed play from Nisha. You know, he knew that he was around because of the Vessel Aura, so he knew that Liquid would try and smoke up and try and capitalize on it. Top. They've got the BKB commitment from Matu, who's going to focus down the lone drip. The Shark, they've actually trapped him up here, as Tiger's sort of created Quake's own coffin, as he cannot run away from this troll. Overlord Mickey Matu goes. Liquid are getting split up across the fight. They have lost Yapsor's secret, but that does not matter one bit as Nisha is able to take down Tiger with the help of Zion and Shurikens. 3 dead on Liquid. Into the trees they go. They'll find Boxy one more, and again, it's just another fight that it's entirely won by Secret. Liquid able to do very little whatsoever. They're now down 21k gold.
It feels like they have like, I mean, it's obviously like a pretty big built up net worth, but it feels like their damage is just 0 now at this point. Matu's just literally A-clicking a hero, then he goes and A-clicks to the next hero, and then pops his ult and just A-clicks the next guy. He just has free reign now at this point. And he did take the fervor stacks too this game, which, I mean, we usually see people take, I think, the axes damage still, but in this one, he's sticking on target so well. Why not?
No, exactly. Yeah, you've got these targets that you just want to stay on, right? You know, you stay on the bed, the Druid, if he tanks up with the ultimate, you know, having those extra stacks are going to pay dividends in terms of being able to take down those huge cores. Or not so huge right now, really, with the way that Secret have been dealing with Liquid in these last few fights.
I feel like what we were talking about like the 0 magic damage, I just clicked on Yapsor and I'm like, all right, you know. He's got 4 plate mails queued up.
You know.
He's letting us know. He's like, yeah, they got no magic damage.
And Roche will be theirs. No questions asked. Aegis and Cheese going to Secret. Almost certainly just gearing up, ready to try and go for the final blow.
Matumba is just an absolute monster. 807, 283 last hits, like 20,000 gold. Flawless game, really, from him.
Yeah, and it really is one of those games where, you know, everyone's Secret has just played to top form. You know, who just sort of call out as the one that stood above the others. It's hard to do so, right? You know, you either favor Matu because of the way he's been farming, or you favor Nisha because of the way he's been making moves, or, you know, Zai's going to come in and say, well, the only reason why everyone's so rich is because I'm, you know, getting all these tracks off, playing inside, you know, right into the faces of Liquid every fight. Well, see, up top, Matu is a little alone, but he's got the Aegis and Satanic to rely on, so he doesn't really care, and he's not alone anymore. He's able to jump over quickly with the Ags. The snowball buys some time for Boxy. Boxy still alive. BKB popped by Matu. Another slight will put down Boxy. The rest of Liquid have to get back up to the high ground, but here's the chase from Nisha coming in. They'll turn. Fiend's grips onto Mickey. Mickey's been grabbed and outside of the range of this ult, so there'll be no cancelling of it. He's going to be held in place for a good amount of duration. Boxy has brought back. Cask out, not going to bounce. Another nightmare to hold back the Bristol. Back in with the slight change. Boxy's held in place, and Boxy he brought back for this one, and he's in trouble already. He's already dead. It's a dieback on the Slardar. Moving in for more. Kind of, voluntarily, but the snowball Lotus Orb, it kind of works the Secret's favor, because now Matu, he's been able to close the gap. The Shuriken, the tracks, it's out onto all of them. Liquid getting bullied back to the fountain. As this one, 30k gold lead. Liquid trying to give it one final hurrah, but there's very little that they can do. The last 20 minutes have been all downhill for them, as Secret have just rolled over them.
He's on him. Can they save him, the snowball?
He's only going to be even deeper in a bit of dangerous territory here, as they've got the cast, the ward down. It is. He said, okay, GG. It is over. Into the fountain as well. Matu leaving no prisoners as he cleans up with the triple kill. Team wipe, 34k lead, 35-14. What a game one performance from Secret. You got to say, Fox, you know, we saw the drafts. I think Liquid would have been pretty happy with their draft. So the fact that they just got crushed this hard whilst playing
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Dire team are now picking. Pushka. Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry! Radiant team pick.
DP against Bristle Connell, just super solid. It's such a long range silence, and
You can have it ganked, right?
you fear burst.
But-
Where's the burst from these three heroes?
Viper's insane.
Secret hero most than any other hero in the Pushka
Yeah.
League so far. So they value that profit quite heavily, and they
And
go
I
with
love it with the Bounty Hunter too, because you get the move speed bonus from popping your ult now. The max move speed has been removed, and then you get tracked MS. So you're just running around like
The
500
drums
plus.
perhaps as well from Bounty,
Yep.
and
It's a really solid choice here.
And it's the way they've set themselves up again, because they were second pick. They can now decide where this DP is going. If they need a win condition hero, because of, say, Liquid try and go for all aggression, then they still have that with the potential DP flex. And yeah, I don't know if Secret are too crazy with their flexing,
Yeah.
but
I gotta say, I love what Secret have done, and again, a bit of effectively knowing exactly what Liquid are going to do, because once again, we have the same sequence in terms of draft. So
will we see it? Will we
Lone
see the
Druid?
same?
no, you can't lone druid into Death Prophet again. That's
it's literally the same issues.
You
You're
can say there's
slow,
no Ember. You can say
cannot
there's
fight.
no Ember, no Witch Doctor.
No, but that's not. It's the concept of your draft, right? It's the fact that you never really make moves on the map. You just exist. You play for stacks.
Yep.
Your stacks will get invaded by, say, the bounty in this situation will scout out. DP maybe with ult can come over. Like, there's so many. It's way too slow. You have to respect that.
You're overthinking it though as well. I have to say, I think Lone Druid, if you can kill him, he can't make
You-
any
you
plays.
don't
But if
think
he's that beast with Dezo, Mom that just stands up front, or Basher, Mom,
what about a Koi for Razor? What about something that
Something
plays
is-
a little more
yeah.
powerful in the mid game? Because
Sure.
I get where you're coming from, but
Yeah.
the way Secret are playing, it doesn't feel like they're going to
Casual
allow him to just casually farm up 10,000 gold worth of items.
But they have a position again where they don't really have stuns that they need to, like DP, move speed, bounty, move speed. They move around the fight. Yes,
there you
casual
go.
quap happened. Whew. But it's still like, as much as I kind of called it, it's like, where's your stuns? How are you stopping these people just
Sure,
in and
I'll
out
give you
of
that.
the fight?
This is sick cop game though. You
it is.
crush the supports. You
Yes,
don't really care about the
and the
track.
task rotations on the mid lane, if they do come, you can really shut down the Death Prophet before she even comes online ever. And you don't have any saves coming from Team Secret, even though you don't need them as much with that Prophet. We discussed this before.
At least you benefit from the chakra as well. Like the double scream or double blink is really effective. If you had gone for something that couldn't utilize chakra, then Insania would just be hand holding Mickey for most of this game.
So I think right now there's a lot of emphasis on this quap having to have a good lane. You already know that the DP, I believe they can just flex this to the safe lane, pick up a mid hero, and then it's not going to be too hot. Maybe just like a casual DK type situation for Secret.
Dragonite, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, Dragonite. And then you have the same thing where Liquid outside of quap, they need a hero that can make moves. Okay. Otherwise,
seconds
that issue where Secret just plays that 20-minute timing again. They get these like
Sorry,
double
what did you
glimmers. I was distracted as well. That's why I kind of peed it off. But you get the same point, right? It's like right now, Liquid need a pick actually go. For a Secret, just farm up their double support active items, be it the Ghost Scepters, the Glimmers, or the 4-staff, depending on what the game is, and yeah, equally distracted. I won't lie.
Lycan from Team Secret.
Yeah, they banned it out. Nice.
Right?
That-
They
that's
worry
the- that's
about
the
the
go,
aggression
yeah.
as well. Yeah.
They need a hero to go, otherwise they have big issues.
Trying to see if there's any possibilities here. We got to imagine it's Boxy hero. So
Swallow.
Are we going back to that?
I don't think you can.
No, they ban out the Ricky, right? But maybe like a Pango. I don't know if that's still banned actually, but that could be very good. Gives you at least a team fight part. But again, it's hard stun they lack. They want. Ooh.
All right.
The Quap Bristle off lane now?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, Bristle
Monkey,
off lane with Kotl or with the Rubik. It's all right. It's fine. Monkey as well gives you that tempo with the Queen of Pain early on. You have your Echo Dazzle build on him. Looks pretty solid.
In this position, though, do you not just put like your bounty top into the bristle lane? He's going to have fine time. DP goes bottom, plays. That's also somewhat fine. And now, you pick up this mid hero that can deal with the Quap.
Is it just you need a? So it's really just conquer
Bounty
voice
could
spirit.
technically buy that on the Coro, right? He can just
That's
go
true.
phase vessel. I guess the issue right now is that Liquid will happily flex the Quap and Monkey to always match up the DP lane. I guess they're not really too concerned about that, but.
You wouldn't mind something with some scaling potential, but does feel like Secret needs to match Liquid's mid game. Consider the team fighting is going to be a lot stronger now. You've got Sonic Wave, Call Out, and MK ult, whereas previously they just 100 Slider don't offer nearly the same amount of AoE. And at least you also have magical damage now.
Well, you did ask us, like, what was the replacement to Troll in that previous game? We're basically in the exact same position. The Troll-esque hero is what they need. Oh, they just go for the DK.
Not really the Troll-esque hero, but it gives you two of these cores that are very popular right now and gives you the push.
Yep.
It's also a hero that's good versus Quap. We called it earlier.
Yeah,
The weakness of DKDP is that without ultis they're not effective, but because of the bounty, now you're going to get the bonus gold from these cooldowns being utilized, helps them scale, and if they can maintain that item advantage.
You still can scale very well with Dragonite as well, right? It doesn't matter. In this matchup versus Monkey King, if they lane one against the other, which I guess Team Liquid is going to try and do, isn't that scary for Dragonite any longer? He used to suffer that pretty heavily. With the max out Dragon Blood, with the recent buffs, you can still lane there.
I guess the question for Secret is, if they can actually force out maybe the wrong TP from Liquid with the bounty just running around the 10-minute mark, you can literally pressure any lane you want. DK one lane, DP the other. Like, they don't really have to commit anything to pressure an objective. And if they ever want to really pressure you, they can just work together.
This might just be the typical Quap game, all eyes on Koifa. If he dies more than twice, his team probably loses. If not, his team probably wins.
And Track dismantles that, so...
True that. Real fast, who's winning? Lizard?
Liquid.
Oh, sticking to guns. I'm going to go Secret again. Badly fanboy.
Oh, all right. Well, your panel once again split, and likely T-Gov again to be wrong. But before we get into game 2, let's greet our casters, OD Pixel and Fogged. Please have some fun.
Thank you, Carl. And yes, we will. I mean, well, game 1 was certainly fun for Secret, not too much fun for Liquid. I mean, the question is, Fog, are Liquid going to have a bit of a better shot this game? Do you see this one being a little closer?
So we subbed out. Okay, let's see. We subbed out Death. We subbed out Ember and Troll for Death Prophet DK, and then on the other side, we subbed out Lone Druid and Slardar for Quap and Monkey King, and that's. We have the 6 heroes saved.
Well, and Rubik for Yapster instead of the Witch.
Oh, wait, yeah, Rubik instead of the Witch.
I don't blame you for assuming the
I felt like he did. He did.
He played that way.
This is an interesting one. I mean, Queen of Pain has been one of those heroes that has been just so dominant in pubs as well as these pro games. I think they could cause a lot of problems with the Quap. If like Taiga's able to make moves around like early on, they can definitely set up for some easy kills on the Prophet. But yeah, I kind of agree. I hate saying it, I kind of have to agree with Kyle. It's like eyes on Koifa a lot. It's like eyes on the Queen of Pain. If he ends up a couple of times, he could be in a tough spot because there's actually a lot of disabled in the Secret of ways to address.
We're a 5v5 smoke on spot around the river. Both teams running at each other. Just going to back at first side, trying to retrieve the shards down. He's going to have to score level 1 Shadow Walk. Yeah, to make sure he doesn't get caught there.
Not the best to have that level 1, but him skill shards as well, level 1 too, right? So a little bit of a trade-off. No tag team level 1.
And at least
it looks like he can scout as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's seeing what's the lanes. Yeah, exactly. He's going to see Boxy and Insania go to top. And with that in mind, Secret can set up their lanes as they wish. And by the looks of it, it will be sending Nisha down to the bottom lane. Actually, no, that's not true. Sorry, Nisha is going to be in the mid lane with the tank pulled through.
I think they're going to swap. I think they're going to try to get a read. I think they're going to try to put that for the Monkey King and the DK swap, right?
Oh, you're right. And Secret are going to make the correct call with that.
Yeah, I think
with
that's the
clock down
plan for
bottom.
both sides.
I mean, hey, that level 1 Shadow Walk ain't look too bad right now. Because it literally set up this whole ability to set lane matchups for Secret.
And yeah, he's able to identify those. He gets to see Quake Fizz as well. So immediately, you know, 100% that is a safe lane Queen of Pain with those. He sees it again quickly. Got to watch out for that gun. Liquid, be careful. So yeah, lane's identified, and this should be a much better setup here for Secret, not having the DK in a 1v1 versus the MK in mid.
Now the question is, Liquid going to... They are. Mickey instantly into the trees. He's tipping down bottom.
Yep.
They don't want to play their sort of hand that Secret's trying to force them. They will react the Secret, then react themselves.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Yep.
He's going to TP in a bit.
Hell yeah.
Matu's got a TP himself. He'll stick around for a CS to make sure he doesn't miss out on any efficiency. And will come into the bottom lane via the outs too. So they'll... Secret will be able to force the matchups that they wanted to get.
It's cool. A little bit of a... Yeah, just some quick switching around, but no. I think it's happy. But no, Tubberman can die in the bottom lane. That is another thing too. Is it to Death Prophet now? He got the range advantage versus Mickey, but he can get collapsed upon. Puppy's probably the big saving grace though, because they've got ways to play around it with the Nightmare.
Yeah. The top lane, the only one that we didn't see anyone trying to switch around it in this is, you know, it's why he's again he's got so much arm. He's not going to feel too much heat from the bristle, and it's going to be farm absolute. And he's going to be farming fine on this top lane.
Yeah, he'll beat last hits or similar last hits, maybe just a few missing on top, but he'll get that gold back from the Janata poking onto Boxy over and over again. And we'll see Yapstar, he's just going to harass Insania. Looks similar to what we saw. I think they do this every time in their safe lane now. Like, look, Yapstar, level 1, just a little bit back, level 3. So they do now that I've seen.
I mean, it's one of those things I wouldn't be surprised if we see other teams really take note of and start to do this. Not that other teams haven't been doing so, but more across the board. The power of getting more calls at a higher level quicker than your opponent's stairs, it definitely felt, for sure.
Yeah. Insania getting pressured up top as well as Yapsor on the other side.
I mean, any sort of trade like this, Zai with that armor, he's going to be... Of course, he's going to win it out in terms of just the gold going between the teams. Every single passives available, taking that money with the Janata hits.
And they've got great sustain. They're just both building up these charges over and over again. You see Boxy's actually out of regen, and Sania also out of regen. So the sustain game for Secret is already won up top. That War of Attrition. We'll see those last hits start to catch back up, because right now it is still Boxy leading that way. Now, look at this. They actually have to run all the way back. That is... I don't see people do that, but that is so painful. You have to walk back to base or walk to courier.
Oh, I mean, you can come back to this lane, but I mean, if it's, Zai's smiling all the way now. He knows that this lane is won, effectively. Being able to force back the two of them that much.
Now, it gives Absol some freedom. Now he's like, okay, nobody's top. I can go check some stuff. It's a cuddle. Go check those stacks. He's actually got a ward as well on him too, so he can maybe even put one down to at least keep tabs. That will be the case. And back to lane. And now level 4 on the bounty hunter.
Level.
Yep, so level 2, and he's got a level advantage on Boxy.
Boxy trying to find what he can here from the camp, but Zai and Yapster are able to push him away from it. Having a look at these other lanes, Koifa has got the slight lead in mid, 18 for 2 against the 15 for 1.
He's done a great job of just like harassing a lot, because he started with the double mantle, so he actually just went for straight nulls rather than going for the bottle. So he actually has a decent amount more damage to harass with onto Nisha, but now Nisha does have those 2 points up, and he's going for the soul ring, so that harassment no longer will matter. DD though, help him get those last hits.
Now we're looking down bottom. 21-4 on Matt, Mickey 20-2, so pretty even trade between the two sides.
The thing that Puppy's been doing this entire time is actually side pulling, because this is going to allow them to fix the position of the lane. And I feel like the only way Matumba Man actually dies in this lane is if he's too far close to the enemy tower, because then he gets all that extra chase room for Mickey. But these pulls, look at this. The lane is in a godly positioning for them now. They don't have to worry about being chased from this aggressive duo that Liquid does have. And now Bounty Run's actually still here. Puppy's like, okay. Another bounty rune in 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's a bit wild.
I actually didn't notice either.
A bounty rune fermenting for nearly 5 minutes, but it was. We'll see up top. A bit of a move here. Boxy trying to go for Yapso. He's got a lot of stacks up on him. Zark going to help block him off a little bit. Boxy has got to be a little careful falling as low as he is, but he has the set-off prepared.
Oh, they both down him, actually.
He's going to be able to cancel it with the Shuriken. So Boxy will be kept low, and he is going to be scared of Tango by Insane. That is the final Tango they do have up here.
Yeah, Insania actually salved Boxy as Boxy salved himself, so a little bit less of reason. Another dust, though, is available, Zai.
If they can finish him off, Zai. He's got the 1 charges.
They're dancing.
He needs to poke once more. He should be able to find Zai. Zai's trying to hunt, salving up on the trees. He's able to come with the Shuriken, but he will fall. Liquid finally able to get that first split there. As they take down Zai. Yapso also could be in a little spot for his Boxy, and Insania stay on top, and he tries for the TP out. They don't have the burst to take him. As Yapso will live, but a very important kill up top as well, as they were getting pushed out of it. But now, Boxy, he's really back in good shape. Throughout sort of the action, his farm has been great. He's been able to play to the neutrals. He's top CS at the moment in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was perfect. I was actually, I love watching those type of battles where both all the players understand so well the mechanics about it. It's like they're both dancing. Like, Zai, if he gets a hit off, maybe Boxy can die, and Boxy's playing just in big back and forth out of that range. Looks like they're trying to set up a mid. Saw Nisha pop the DK form.
Well, do they have enough burst? I've got the Sonic Wall. Nisha, boundless strikes, and good move from Liquid to take down Nisha.
Well, they make it too. It's like they know DK form is popped. If they just bring enough tools, they can actually bail him out of that aggressive DK form that's coming out. And also, like, hated bottom. It seems like Matu's actually bullied him quite a lot with Poppy. Matu already level 6 with treads. It looks like finished up. So really good start for that death prop in the side lane.
No, we'll
actually set up around him. Yeah, and he's just gonna play around Matu.
From Secret as well. There's the Nightmare. They do not have Dragon Shield. So there's not going to be anything to stop Quake from blinking like that.
Zai will be just looking like he's just going to steal experience, it seems like, but he was spotted.
I try to take what he can as well from a little bit of a stack that Insania has got going, and then he steps forward.
Insania.
I was going to say, for this circle won't be enough. Insania does live. Sentries down. Insania has to offer that any further detention, so Zai will be able to continue to run. Meanwhile, the brawl happening down towards the mid lane. Matu there in response to the attempt for Tiger. So another good trade here for Liquid. Liquid, they are getting these very big early kills onto all 3 cores of Secret during the lane stage.
And it was, they killed the DK as soon as DK form was used, and Mataba then actually had used Exorcism to chase forward that kill. Got killed instantly afterwards too, so some time they will have to wait for at least those ultimates to be available. Zai continuing to be annoying versus Boxy. Mid-game on the chase.
Got the map. In a second, but he's already too low, and they're paired with Dust as well. Another kill. Liquid being much more proactive this game and just sort of joining forces early on, taking out the cores. They've taken Zai out a couple of times now.
Yeah. This time they have much more mobile cores to be able to respond to that with, right? Like last time they were playing versus an Ember who was just moving around them easily while they couldn't punish because Koikfa was a lone druid. Now this time around, Koikfa is a bot. He can respond all the time. Same thing for Mikke. He's on a Bristleback. He's on a Monkey King. I was also pointing out that Koikfa could go 4 points in Shadow Strike. Didn't notice that till just now.
And that's a little interesting. What the reasoning is for that?
I guess he just really wanted to be playing versus the DK, but this is going to hurt so much in the next moments, and he has a cuddle on his team to be the pain. So this is a little bit weird to say, but
Zai playing a little too aggro as death upon him, going up underneath the tower there. I mean, he just wanted to steal some money, but they're able to punish him with death every single time he tries to go for it.
A bit of an interesting one. But yeah, for Shadow, I'm just to deal with the DK in the lane, but like I said, this is going to destroy Koik for the game in the next few moments. There's no power tool now without 4 points to scream. And he's a bottle on his team, which usually is like big one that refreshes it as Matu actually the long TP.
He's got the Serpents. That Shadow Strike, big damage, obviously with the max level. It hurts.
He's dead.
get the job done.
If he can get then fine, the Shadow Strike build will work. But yeah, his farming will be slowed down. So at least he's keeping those moves going. 10 minutes. Outpost just 1 for 1. Bounties look should be a.
Okay, meanwhile, let's try and farm up his Echo Saber in the mid lane. And this game is, just Zai that is starting to fall behind a little bit in terms of the cause because of these movements. I have crossed his luck a fair few times in his first 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's just been more annoying him, poking and giving him permission, making the spend gold. I think that's the biggest thing. Like Intania has spent money on Sentries and Dust. Mid.
Quick move in. Let's try and back down Nightmare. Won't be able to save him. DP comes in from Nisha. Secret are trying to chase, but Liquid, they're on the retreat. Getting to get the tracks out. We'll be able to get in and take down Tiger's courier. Liquid, they're here in full. Also, unlikely the Secret's going to be able to do too much. Nisha has used the Elder Dragon Fall. The tower defense of Boxy and Insania. There's very little the Secret can do to trying to push past that at this point in the game. So Liquid will be able to keep this tier 1 mid very, very safe right now. Still sitting at almost full HP.
Like we're trying to pressure as best as possible. We'll get tracked up for the meantime, but I think he's pretty much got the tower dead. Puppy actually having to bear it, and Nightmare Cap deny successfully. Nicely done there. Yeah, we see now those fights that Secret doesn't have the potential of going for these type of trees or chases. Sorry, when they TP to those towers against mid. DK didn't have the stun this time, but every single time they went for those charges, they had an Ember who was slight chaining people and able them to just catch up and catch over and over again. This time, not the case with Death Prophet and the DK.
As they're on to Corkfoot. So we'll be able to grab himself the Blink, so have the potential for some setup himself.
Mm-hmm. He's getting pretty close to Echo Saber. He's getting very farmed in this game.
No, he's been able to find a good amount of space. Move between the mid and the safe lane, avoiding each time the focus of Secret moves together with this sort of Zai Yaps or lead in. We'll start to sweep down towards the bottom. Nisha's got the Elder Dragon form good to go if they want to try and push on around for tier 2. Okay, it's already scouting things out from the tree line. It's time. Plans as Stim.
Not really much to gain down, except like look at the Yapso kind of just reclaiming the outpost. He has stolen, so he feels pretty safe to be able to play aggressively like this. Also playing around Nisha, that's probably why they're playing on bottom. On mid.
He's going to come in, stepping forward and a punch up. Down low, they'll be able to turn the side. Immediately, they're on. It's going to be fine. He's got to blink out to safety. As Insania drops down the Ignis Fatus to put a stop to Secret's attempts. You do get Tiger, and they will be able to start pushing on this tier 1 mid.
Scary for a second there, too. That's what we're talking about. There's a lot of ways for them to arrest him, and it's like a stun or a silence, and he could get brought down very easily. Oxy's going to step up here to try to defend this tower.
They bring TPs in. We'll try to put a stop to the Zai in the trees, getting out the TP in front. Mickey hitting the tracks out, but immediate dust is there. Zai is on the front line. Liquid, they'll be able to run him down by the looks of it for sure. Mickey jumps forward with a Primal Spring. It's another death on Zai. Zai very much playing the role of a sacrificial wall, throwing himself to the line. Give Secret the info. Most of the time, the info of just telling Secret to get out of there. Zai can't do so in time. He's dying yet again. 0-4-1.
I love how Liquid's responding. Just always Boxy has to be there for all them, but bringing everybody when they see DK form and exorcism used. Those Secret are a bit weaker without these two. They're starting to fall off. But trying to play a disadvantage, but maybe playing it a little bit too hard at a tower. Back.
Going to pull up a TD rune. Another river Insania. It's being chased, but a boundless strike from Mick keeps his retreat safe. Liquid 8-2. Net worth difference to the moment, less than 1k between them. It's another very close start, but you can definitely feel that the playmaking Liquid's heroes this time around are doing so much for them.
Yeah, and they're
Secret's trying to pull in. Secret's pushing with like this exorcism, this Elder Dragon form. and they're not taking the towers. You know, this mid tower has been held yet again by Liquid, despite Secret trying to commit with these ultimates.
Yeah, Secret's trying to catch them off guard here. This is a play that's like they don't have ultis, so something that Liquid might not expect, but trying to play around this blink dagger that Nisha picked very early on. He can set up some aggressive plays with that one. But yeah, Liquid are aware. And yeah, this game, like I was mentioning, they have much more movement available for themselves. So as long as Box is parked and set up in an area, those two other cores can get there in no time. The Monkey King and the
Bottom line is saying, you know, sort of standard stuff. You know, Carly's going to be pushing out lanes sometimes, and Secret will manage to catch him. TP up the top half map to see what they can catch here. Tiger being spotted out by Zai. Try to use Jar to look him off, but ends up fucking himself in.
3-person track kill. 120 or 80 gold bonus plus Zai.
And that is the thing, you know. If Zai does die, it doesn't matter. As long as it gets the tracks down, the team's able to get the money. Mid lane, who's picking the two of them, and they'll turn on to Nisha. Nisha burst pretty heavily there, even though he was the big old dragon. It didn't. It's going to be 2 more kills for Secret, Liquid. They'll be able to take their tier 1. And okay, counting him out. They'll be able to up the tree there with the Quang Blade. They have the grip. Mickey, it's happening. He needs it fast. Quaitfa's jump across, push Zai back. Puppey is now going to be focused. The Fiend's grip is not enough damage to kill Mickey. Mickey's able to get the balance strike off, take him down. Matu, he's cleaned up 1, can't clean up anything more. The rest of his team have all died. Only Matu left alive as Boxy starts heading straight towards him, knowing how vulnerable Matu is right now. But outpost, so team will come to Secret respawn. Matu turning with the weapons onto the 2 of them, keeping himself alive for now, buying time. The absolute to connect. Fade Bolt's fate of Insania. They will kill the Cottle, and Matu will manage to survive.
Very thankful for Secret that Matu's at least able to get Mickey, but still a good chase forward by Liquid. Again, over and over again, they have great ways to progress their fights, one kill into another, a little bit better than Secret does in a lot of these areas because of those high mobile cores. Why we're seeing them being so popular now.
You know, the Island panel, they talked about sort of the importance of Quaitfa's game, and you know, Quaitfa playing top notch right now. 6-0-2 on the Queen of Pain. No sort of awkward deaths on his movements. Every single time he's getting involved very safely. Down bottom, Zai will find the setup for a trip. Tiger's been found in the tree. More money for Secret going there. The reasons why it's 12 to even. Zai hasn't done his job despite the dying in terms of just getting the tracks out. To sure that Secret are able to keep that board even.
You know, visible impact, forced to buy a lot more sentries and dusts, so you see Nania is very poor because of that. Just naked, I said. Naked tranquil boots.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
And we'll see in mid if to try and push on for this tier 1. Boxy will show himself.
Ultra.
Zai's just sweeping up the river, making for the squad.
Definitely feel quite a bit stronger now too with this plate mail on top of Yules too. Has a couple of ways to play around all that burst damage that can't come out. He's still very fast though, as we've seen, even though he's a DK, he dies very fast. He's building toward that halberd, which will help a bit, but
the next point of call to be for Secret. As yeah, you can imagine they really want to with this tier 1 mid. The Liquid so far they've been persistent in holding, and Secret to take this. Again, Quaitfa and Tiger setting themselves mid, knowing that Secret very much want to play around this area. Things are coming out in the tower, and Secret starts to move up the ground once again. He should be able to get the jump. On top of Tiger. Fortification has come out. We'll see if Liquid are trying to hold the shell again. This time they may just let it go. So yeah, attempts to step forward. It won't be able to pull them back with the English fastest. In fact, Boxy is coming in from the side. So again, they're pushing Secret off the tower. If Yaps is able to find a situation to use in turning around, tracks start to get laid out onto Boxy and Insania. Jump again with the Blink Dagger. Nietzsche's being able to close the gap on Boxy. Because side as well, Box being the focus, but he's tanking. He's able to turn. Wukman is down. They go with the balance track onto Zai's and being slowed up in the ult. Will be able to crawl his way out of it. Wukman not able to do much more than give Zai a tick on the way out.
That was a very defensive Wukong. I didn't think Boxy was in that much trouble at all when he was being chased there either. So he thought something else was going to catch from the side. He should get that initial jump on Koifer there. If he gets jumped, he's probably dead there since the Tusk was already dead. But yeah, Boxy, he has to be there for those pushes. He has to be in position every single time to slow those down as Koifer. And then also, no.
Oral support's not going to have too much fun out on the map with Koifer hunting with his Orchid complete. It'll be easy kills for the taking, didn't they? After that skirmish, they did lose that 2-1, so Secret were finally able to open that mid-section of the map. Now inside the jungle, though, Mickey and Koifer, they are hanging around. You saw attempts to pull them off the tree that with the fastest, but doubt just in. Okay, it'll be over to get out of it. Close
That's
one.
scary though. Yeah, that's really terrifying. Is Doc now will to get brought down? The Orchid.
Exquisite.
Koifer in his game is cleansing it 8-0-2.
Good top plus Orchid is really nice. I love the combo of that magic resistance, that little damage you get.
Oh yeah, no, it's an excellent item from the pop. The Secret. Spoken of getting a fight going when he's shipping out to find the initiation with this blink dagger. And with the completed halberd, he can really stop to Liquid's attempts to turn any sort of fight to get going.
Get Boxy though.
Boxy's a tough target. They need a lot of heroes for this. They are going to bring Zar down. Nisha, who's going to go for the easy ones on the backlines. Past Boxy, goes towards Insane. Insane will be blinding light. He needs to spend more time trying to kill him if you want. In fact, Nisha, he's going to Boxy because they're both Boxy down to half HP, but the Liquid's in. Battle is strike out to the Wipers ready to join forces as well. Because Sparta's pulling in Puppy. Puppy will be the first focus. They bring down the Bane, tracks around on all four of them. Nisha still trying to move across, and Boxy, he is low. Getting Nisha trying to move off. She goes off the Boxy, will be able to pick out the brief five. They're stuck in the Wukong's command. Another tricks out Matu, stepping over the side, but he's in trouble. He's stuck down by the side of Matu. As Matu, he can look for more with this remainder of the Exorcist. Liquid's got to be a bit careful how they poke at this. Has ball back, this 10. Tiger into the snowball, he rolls over towards Matu. Sonic won't step back, but Tiger goes down. Buyback from Liquid, bringing Tiger and Nisha. He goes straight for the TP out. So does Match. They know there's nothing else to cancel them. The Secret, they'll get everyone out apart from Zai. Nobody's surprised about it. You know, this is one of those games where Zai, he just plays the dying role. And you know what? It's working out for Secret because now they're 3K ahead. That was Liquid using 2 buybacks just to sort of get Zai at the end of that fight. The other 2 calls are Secret, Nisha and Matu. They both managed to attack.
Yeah, they did such a good job of just stalling the Bristle over and over again with that Fiend. They don't. I actually thought they had Spirit Vessel because of how fast he was dying in the initial taunt on him. But he gets brought down low, and then reinforcements come. It's the big one. Matu is able to get there, and he has a full shield on top of the Essence Ring too. A fortunate item for a Death Prophet. He's in that frame, and the fight's just too hard for Liquid.
I'm trying to go for this Roche. They did use 2 buybacks, so they can get Roche. The buybacks will have been worth it, but Secret, they're just going to fight. They're moving with the tons of body. Koifer getting put down low, and Matu, he just seems to be so strong for them. He's running them down. Boxy's will bump some stitches. Tiger takes some trees, but indeed Koifer's been found. Nisha, he's going to big back in a few seconds. They will be able to get the burn on him. So she cannot bring him for more. He still might be able to find the Dragon Tail to Tiger as he tries to chase him. And get the lift up, drag back as well into track range, and he's just going to have Blink up in a second, and he's going in past the tier 2. He does not care. He's incredibly tanky right now in the DK. They take down Tiger. It's another track kill for Secret. As they're now beginning to build that gold lead, Roshan sits at half HP. If Secret do want to head into here, Matu, he's going to have exorcism back up in 5 seconds as well. So Secret, they're still very strong to take these objectives. With that last fall down bottom, Liquid barking back, not really being able to win the engagement, then trying to go for Roche, not being able to get Roche.
Okay.
Liquid's game is taking a hit.
Oh, Puppy, he ran his play. He found him in the tree with the courier.
A Secret We sort of saw this in game one around the 15-minute mark. It was as if sort of as a lineup they just turned themselves on and bam, everything was looking to be played at the high of levels. We're now getting to that point here in game two. It seems that something just happens, something snaps, and suddenly every move that Secret makes, it's just that much better than Liquid. Liquid, they just start to look a little lost.
Yeah, and now they're playing with all this aggression to like no BKBs because Koifa is he's getting kind of close to it, but BK went for the death later too, and now this, I mean, these disables and silences are gonna just put that much more level 18 death profit.
Tower is under siege.
Koifa, anything if he gets hit by anything, right? Like a silence, any type of disable, he's just dead now at this point.
We had the official numbers from Kyle. It was 2 deaths, and the game's over. This could be that second one that Kyle foresaw. As they'll have to silence of this. Let's have it. That it's the 2 deaths. As Kyle has spoken, he said that was it. It's more than 2 deaths. So maybe there's another death in it. I think he maybe said more than 2 deaths. He's Pop goes down again. The Oracle is spoken. It's a 9k now for Secret.
And now, yeah, but with the stolen blink, is he going to put the fucking Insania here? Is there backup niche with blink in his time?
Oh, very nice. Popping out of him.
Cruising.
It's all
Old lead.
You know, Secret, they enjoy giving you the feeling of, hey, you guys got a bit of a chance, and then they're like, no, you know you haven't. They're just relentless in the way that they find at this point of the game. Got a to box here. Buyback will come out from Insania, trying to say, push it back. Again, Mickey trying to get off, but it's been the tree. The tree's been taken out. He cannot come with a record quite yet. He goes with a boundless strike. They could still try something with a range Dignitas, but it comes to an end. The thing down low. We had to put Secret, but these defenses, they seem to be getting weaker and weaker. Secret's strength only growing as the items continue to fly out, whilst Liquid, they're starting to struggle immensely, keeping up in farm on their cores. You see both Nisha and Matsuma Man nearing sort of 4k ahead of anyone else in the game.
And you're just going to keep running at them. They're not going to give them any space to catch up either, because there's 20. It's only like 20-second downtime now for them. Exorcism, I believe. I don't know if it was popped in the arcane room. Maybe it was. He's only got 15 seconds on that BK farm as well, so they're ready to fight. Just keep trying to trap into. Just don't let the farm and finish up that BKB. They really need on Koifa, so he can actually play.
This is the snowball. Save a little bit. Silence was already used, so point. Yep. He will. There's nothing else to catch him. He'll hold on to his life for just a little bit longer. And Orb will manage to remove that vessel. Pushing on the Secret. This tier 2 will be theirs. Mickey trying to find what he can with flip push. Desperately trying to get that BKB done. He needs it for the defense. Without that BKB, stuff out.
Yep. Activism at the. You see them trying to push up here with Mickey. Something for Koifa, probably pushing bottom to finish the BKB. Gonna try to that rock that holds the high ground here.
There we go. Another tier 3 spin second. Liquid seems unable to have any. Their full lineup is alive. They're just not able to fight box. Mickey he just doesn't want to get involved into that BKB there. But that's going to mean that
either. Yeah,
I mean,
can't fight without it.
But now, back in. Tiger gets turned towards the side of the sound and Boxy and Tiger comes down. He throws out a boundless straight, looking for Matsuma Man. He's so done, and he's able to easily walk out of the ult. Secret can happily wait that out, move in with the next wave if they want to do away with this melee rack, sitting at under 300 HP. They come back in, they push off the objective, and Liquid, they're ready to put a stop. Boxy trying to have a bit of a poke on the niche, but quickly for that. But from the bristle is put to a hole. Outside of it was Matsu, but you're just not putting a dent into this Death Prophet. Matsu with idiots. It's just far big right now. Not chasing. And he's down a little bit, but Boxy is come pretty. Just turn and kill him off. And that's Foxy dead for 80. He doesn't have Biden. Going to try and come for Benicia. He picks up a double kill, taking out Insania. And now Quite Tiger, they've got it out of here. That's Quite. He has the big and that is the third death. 3 deaths on, and the game will be over. Carl said, and he couldn't have been more accurate by the looks of it. Game Fox. This one, it's looking pretty fun.
It is. I mean, they don't call him the Kyle for nothing, as he. It was right with this one in Secret. These guys are, I mean, Secret's just scared. Good throughout this whole tournament has turned up. I think they were on, like a 6 or 8 game win streak.
They're an
match.
incredible run. Yeah.
And now Secret, I mean, Puppy came here with a plan. Like, you know what? Bane, picking Bane both games. When I make it look real good. Now other teams are going to start picking Bane. Same thing with Witch. No, he definitely, like, being honest, Puppy looks like he came with a plan versus what Secret was, or what Liquid was usually drafting. And it's to work super well for them, the way that they're moving around the map, and it looks a little unorthodox, but at least, I mean, this one looks a little bit more normal. That one looked a bit more unorthodox, but
Thinking incredibly hard for Liquid to turn. You know, the sort of fight is when they go to 2BK, he's obviously quite, but I mean, he had his last fight, didn't matter. Obviously down to the Fiends for it, holding down through that mad community. Mickey didn't have his. It will be there in a creep wave or so. But even and you've got to sort of ask yourself, where does the capability come to take down Nietzsche, to take down Matumba? And both these heroes are so insanely tanky. You know, Nietzsche, 3k HP, 39 armor with this AC. You just can't see it happening.
Matumba had the heart now coming in the current moment. He's almost finished with it. On top of that essence we talked about earlier, that's a very fortunate him to have on the Death Prop.
Here we go, Liquid. It could be their final attempt at getting something going. Coming out with the smoke, trying to catch Secret off guard. Secret goes just jumps straight in. Goes in with the Dragon Tail start onto Tiger. The silence to the Fiends. Hold the box. Quite jumping with the beat. The ignorant laid down. Put man. Already lost in steady. They've lost Boxy and Tiger. The 2 buyback coming out. It's hard. Puppy keep himself. Nightmare. Mick, he's in trouble. He's silenced. The BK he comes to an end, and so does his life. Triple kill for Matumba, and ultra kill for Matu. As they all die to the goats, and GG is called. Matu, he's hoping to come across and at least pat this rampage before the game ends. Will they let him get it? It won't. Nietzsche takes the kill, and he's not. GG being cooked, but still. 27 to 90, 28k lead. It was a little slower to ramp up from